Now we'll take a look at deploying the post service. And if I just have to go to the post service, this one, and take a look at the application YAML file. So even this does not have a management URL. So let me put that in. And if I just have to go to the user service or the scheduler service, copy this from here and put it into here. Okay, so you got this one will be 10,011, 10,001. And let me copy the whole thing so that we have two configurations. The default one and a dev one. So the below one will be the dev one and this will be config. Activate. On profile. This will be dev. Okay. And let me just take the config, the VM options. So this is add VM options and this is add spring dot profiles dot active equal to dev. Apply and OK and run this. Wait, if I take a look at the Kafka, it is running on 212. First, let me check in here, Docker PS. So I have a Kafka running in here on one of my servers. So if I do this, 212, and this as well, the Hazelcast is running on 212 as well. And what else? We got the user. This will be 192.168.29.206. All right. The database URL looks good. You have the Kafka server and as well as the Hazelcast, and the user service is running on this server. We need to update this in here. So this will be data source.url. Data source username, data source password. This will be data source driver. JPA DDL. SQL. And this will be JPA show SQL. Okay. The Kafka, this needs to be updated. So what I'll do is I'll put dollar Kafka bootstrap servers. Serializer. Key serializer. And value serializer. All right. This looks good. Oh, this has to be updated. We got the cluster name, host, and port. All right, this is done, and the user service URL. User service host. Okay. Is there anything else? This looks good. So let me run it locally first. And if we test it, so you got the post created, and let me check in the database as well. Reconnect to the SQL server, and this has to use post application and select star from post order by create. So we got this information. Okay, this seems to be working. Let me get it. Yeah, this works as well. Now we need to deploy this onto the server, right? So we got stop, and let me create a deployment YAML file. And let me take it from the user service. It will be a similar one. Oh, but before that, I also need to build it. So I'll just take this one from here and put it into the post service. Go to pom.xml, do a build, and this also needs to be put in. Okay, and let me build this. Meanwhile, I'll create the YAML file. All right. So you got post service, post service DPL. Okay. It is running on 10,001. 10,001 actuator port on, what have we specified for the post service? It's 11, right? Okay. Anything else? This has to be deployment. This will be post rolling update. This is okay. This will be post service DEPL that we have specified, and we are using it in the service as well. This will be post service. Again, post service. This port number will be 10,001, 10,011. This I'm specifying as 1 GB. 1 GB. And this has to be 0.5. And it can go up to 1. Image pull policy is always. This will be post service config map. Again, this, and Hazelcast is running on this. This is good. Let me open this on the right hand side. So you got Hazelcast host, cluster name, port, and cluster name, database URL. username and password, driver, JPA DDL, JPA format SQL, JPA show SQL. Does it have a min? I don't know, but Kafka needs to be put. I got Kafka server. All right, I got Kafka, got key serializer and value serializer. And the values I would take it from here. Now it is important that these need to be put into string. Doesn't matter if it's a number or a text, but they need to be put into double quotes. Otherwise, it does not work. And the Kubernetes might give a string format exception. JSON deserializer. This is done. What else is pending that I'm missing in here? Hazelcast is done. Oh, user service needs to be put in as well. What name have we given? So this has to be user service.host. And the URL would be this. Okay, it should work in theory. Let me copy this and put it into the server. If I go to the server and post app ll, create a new nano file, post service.yaml. This has to be okay. And let me deploy this. Before that, I need to update the user service config. So let me just do a nano on the user service. The memory has to be 1 GB. This has to be 0.5. Again, it should go up to 2 GB. And this has to be 1. And let me apply this. Okay, the deployment has been configured. And also let me apply the post service. Okay. Let me get all. Now the container is being created. Oh, I haven't built it. Wait. Control Alt Delete. Okay, it's been pushed. So let me just, if I go and try to build it once again to be sure. Meanwhile, let me update the nginx file. Okay, this build is done. So if I go and deploy it again, it should be running. Okay, let me take a look at the post service, the logs of the post service. Hmm. So it was able to connect to the Hazelcast server, also to the database. Will it be able to connect to the Kafka? Oh, this needs to be updated. Total post loaded. Okay. Go to post service. And if I go to the configuration, sorry, go to the tau class and go to the start, this needs to be dot size. Okay. Let me just push that change. If I go to H, okay. So this seems to be sorted, and let me do an exec on the pod. Do a curl in here. Was able to load a user, and also let me check the actuator as well. This works. So I need to update the nginx. Go nano nginx and add an entry for the post service in here. This has to be post service, the name that we have specified in the deployment YAML, and this has to be 1. Okay, you got the user service, post service. This has to be post service, and this has to be 1. Save and exit, and we need to apply this. Okay. Is there something wrong that we have put in? Wait a minute. This has to be post. And 10,001, 10,011. Is there any port that is matching or save exit? Okay, got configured. And let me take a look at running this post and home curl. This has to be the IP address. Okay, so the post got loaded. Also, I need to check the actuator. This one works as well. And also from my local machine, does that do a post? Hmm. At least let me check if the get works. Yeah, the get works, but post there might be some issue. Okay, I need to check the logs. Yep, that's it for this video. We can take a look at it in the next one.